everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
We're the TheRcSaylors, and we're out at our airfield today to test a pretty cheap but good size quadcopter. This is called the K950. Now, one thing about this box that I like is this little guy right here. He looks like he is straight out of a video game. It's kind of cool to see them putting a character like that that has nothing to do with drones. Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's out of World of Warcraft or something, but it's on the box. I don't know, it caught my eye. So let's take a look at what comes inside the box, and then we'll get this in the air and see how it performs. First and foremost, here is the quadcopter. This comes in around $35, maybe a couple bucks cheaper, maybe a couple bucks more, depending on when you get it and how much they have in stock, but we'll have it linked in the description box below for you to check out. I do like the look, I like the collar scheme. It looks pretty cool. Looks like something out of maybe StarCraft. It's a very good looking little spaceship style quadcopter. It has an on-off switch, a slot for your battery, so it's not like you're stuck with one battery. You can replace it by extras. The landing gear was super easy to install. Great looking little quadcopter, pretty lightweight, probably not gonna do a lot in strong winds. Here's our transmitter. This is a basic transmitter setup. It looks like it has the functions that you would expect to have in most quads, most drones, and we can double check that by taking a look at the included instructions. And right here we have a page that tells us what every button does. So if you buy this, hold on to the instruction booklet or at least that page, or take a picture of it on your phone and then you can throw that away. And then we also have an included USB charger. I like that bright red. And then your battery just plugs into that, and you have a 400 milliamp 3.7 volt LiPo battery. As long as it's one cell, 3.7 volts, you can probably use just about any battery in here as long as it fits. This one actually feels kind of small for that battery tray. We have some 550, 650 milliamp LiPos at home that I think would fit in here, and they'll probably do really well because the drone's so lightweight anyways. Let's go see how it flies. Okay, the toy grade quads, a lot of times you have to turn them on first to bind it. So we're gonna turn the quad on, set it down, then we'll turn the transmitter on, do throttle up, throttle down. It didn't beep or anything. I was expecting it to, and so we already have throttle. It's bound up and ready to go. I'm gonna come over and stand by Abby, and let's get this in the air and see how it does. Okay, I like how it sounds. It's not too bad. I'm just trying to get a nice little hover here.
And this is no altitude hold,
nope.
No GPS,
nope.
No camera.
Just bare bones.
Bare bones.
Basic. Those prop guards you see on there, they do come off. One screw will take them off, but they came on the quad, right, Abby?
Yeah. The only thing that didn't were the landing gear, and they just popped on with no screws.
Let's take a look at these lights really fast. They look cool. We've got some red and green blinking lights on the bottom of that quad. I don't know if you can see that on the camera.
Barely.
They look pretty good. It's hard to pick those lights up on the camera. They look good though. That is an extremely lightweight quadcopter, so you're not going to do a lot of damage if you hit anything, or unfortunately if you would happen to hit someone. It is a very light quad, making it a little bit on the safer side. So I'm going to zip it around some and just see how it does. You ready, Abby?
Yeah, stay above the tree line for us.
Okay. So this is in rate 1, just how it comes, and I'm just kind of floating around here, and there's a light breeze, and it's doing a great job flying in it. It's really good. Of course, this is brushed motors, but you're going to expect that for something around 35 bucks. I mean, this is an amazing price. I have batteries for my race drone and other airplanes that cost around the same as this is, ready to fly. So, you know those tattoo batteries we have? About $32, $33 for one battery, or this whole ready to fly unit. So if you're a beginner, I say it's a great idea to buy something a little bit on the cheaper side to learn to fly with. Now, that's doing a great job flying. I'm gonna give it a flip here in just a second when you're ready. Flipping it up. Got to hold the button. So it did a good job, didn't lose any altitude.
Bring that closer.
Yep.
It's a white quad, and we have a lot of white clouds in the air right now.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to see.
I'm gonna give it another flip, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so to do a flip, you have to have the right stick at complete dead center, all right? And then hit the button and then give it a direction.
Jeez.
If you're holding a direction over to fight the wind, and then you hit the flip button, it will not do a flip until that stick is dead center. Then hit the button, then pick a direction, and it'll go. All right, now let's increase the rates a little bit and see how it'll handle in the wind. There's 2 beeps for rate 2. One thing that just happened right there is my transmitter got stuck because it's a cheaper transmitter. The plastic mold isn't perfect and it got stuck to the right. When I yawed to the right, it kind of got stuck there. So let's see if that'll probably clean up in time, but I can hear my transmitter clicking a bit when I do that. Listen. See? Just a cheaper transmitter. It feels good in my hands though, but it is getting stuck there. Now the yaw rate is increased a little bit with that higher rate, and I'm able to fight the winds a little more, but I want to see if I have a rate 3. Seems like only 2 rates. Okay, now if I press and hold that button, I go back down to rate 1. And if I tap that button, rate 2. Okay, we should have a headless mode and a return to home. I want to test those features out on this little guy. Let's see here, headless mode. We do have a constant beep on our transmitter. Let's see if it works. I'm pushing away and it's relatively going away, but I'm giving it full yaw rotation. So it works. It works really well. I just don't like the beeping. Okay, we're out of headless mode, but it does work. That's awesome. And I'm gonna hit return to home and see if it comes back to home. And it's going back to where I was standing. Okay, let me hit that again without fighting it, because I overrided it. So let's hit it one more time. And that's about the direction where I was standing, so that's not too bad. It's off a little bit. We could probably calibrate the gyro and it'd do a little bit better. Yeah, I'm coming in close. Well, all the advertised features on here work like they should, especially for something that's $35. That is awesome. Now this quadcopter has the ability to lose those landing gear. We don't have a camera, so there's no real need to have them. Let's see what it looks like without that.
It was just easier to take off with the landing gear on it.
Yeah, it is. And if you're a newer pilot, I recommend using these. It's going to actually protect your quadcopter a little bit more, but these do just snugly fit right in. So we're just going to take those out, see how it looks in the air without it. I like how quads look without the landing gear. Now if you're a new pilot, don't take off from your hand, but I've flown hundreds of these things, and we're going to be careful by putting it all the way out here. Okay, now don't you think that looks more realistic, like a real spaceship flying around? See, to me that's cool, because I think if you were watching a movie or something and you saw a real spaceship, it would have the landing gear at least pulled back up, you know, while it's flying. So I like seeing them like this when they're in the air. I think it looks really cool. I love taking the landing gear off when I'm flying something like this.
The white sky, I'm not used to filming with a white sky.
Yeah, we usually have a lot of blue. Look, if I fly over here,
yeah,
look at
it's
this.
a little better.
See? Got our blue sky over here. Probably a little easier to see. And you can kind of see the lights. Hey, it's a great little quad. It flies really well, and we're getting a pretty good flight time out of it. Really got no complaints. I mean, when you're gonna spend, I think it was $32, $33 when we got this. I mean, that's, Abby, sometimes we eat out and spend double that when we go to a nicer restaurant, you know? So this will give you, hopefully, a couple hundred good flights.
Can I fly?
Yeah, definitely, on the land it here.
Let's see how much of a flight time I have left.
She was saying that those landing gear will help, but if your grass is short enough, you should be able to take off from the grass, just like that. She's right, it is kind of hard to see right now. So she's got that quad in the air. Abby's flying. It's a little dark right now. It's looking like it might rain.
I can't get it to do a flip. Oh, that's why. That's the dead battery.
Low battery? Oh, sorry.
The lights are blinking, so that definitely was a low battery. It just fell out of the sky, but it's too bright right now for me to have seen that we had low battery. So as soon as you see those lights blink, make sure you land. It'll save your battery life so your battery will last longer. If you are interested in getting into the drone hobby, this is definitely a good budget-friendly quadcopter to start you off. We'll have it linked in the description box below. All the features work pretty well, and for $30 as of right now, I'm pretty impressed. So check out that link below and make sure you like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can keep having RC fun with us. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!